I've never seen anybody ever rank every single lot in The Sims 4, and there are a lot of them, so no, I've not bothered to upload images on Tier Maker. That would have taken me months just in preparation work. So we are ranking them from excellent, good, mid, bad, and horrendous. We're starting off with Bargain Bend. This one is just too big, and I don't know what to do with it. Nobody knows what to do with it. This one's we're starting off low with a horrendous Streamlit single. I feel like I have trauma from all of the Willow Creek starter homes. They're just so horrendous and I hate them all. Even like Sims 2 and 3 starter lots are prettier than this. Absolutely not. You're horrendous. Crypt Cabana, you are absolutely horrendous. Daisy Hovel, you are also horrendous. Garden Essence, to be fair, EA at least tried to clutter this home, so I wouldn't say it's horrendous, it's just bad. Riverside Roost, I mean, it's got a very, very funky design. They didn't change up the basic roof. They didn't add a roof trim. It's pretty bad. What's it like on the inside? See, this is what annoys me. This is 37,000 simoleons. This is supposed to be the upgrade. It's literally supposed to be an upgrade from your basic starter home when you earn more money, and it looks just as crap. The whole point of moving into a more expensive home is that it looks better, and they look worse. Absolutely not. You're horrendous. Brook Bungalow. This one is a little bit better because do you know what I mean? They at least tried to do something with the TV here at the least, you know. They did a bit of cluttering. They tried to add some decoration. I feel like they at least tried with this one, and I'm gonna give them props for trying. It's still bad though. Pick Hearth, the pancakes. And do you know what? I genuinely think they did well with the spacing here. The house, it genuinely looks like it's lived in minus some clutter. We got some weirdness. The diagonal sofa's very cursed. The diagonal dresser here is very cursed. But you know what? I feel like they genuinely tried, not with the roof, but with the actual furnishing. This one is mid. Rindle Rose. Did you know that the word rose is actually banned on Grindr? And I googled it and found out the hard way. Rindle Rose is another one of those 32 simoleon upgrades, but it doesn't feel like an upgrade. It just feels like a sidestep, although they did make a little bit more effort with this one, I admit. It's getting bad. Potter Splay. More like Potter Slay. This one is actually the perfect size lot. It's in a really nice space. I feel like there's a lot of potential here with what you can do with it. It's getting good. Ophelia Villa, i.e. the Goth household. This house was basically built so that they could show off this brand new room tool that they made for The Sims 4 that we didn't have in previous Sims games, and I genuinely think the house looks okay. I will admit they went a little bit hard on the foundation. I don't know why the foundation is so big. Whose micro penis are they overcompensating for? I don't know. I actually think they did an alright job with this one, but you know, like, we got the attic space. I feel like they tried, you know. I'm going to be giving this one a mid. Parkshaw. So they didn't do the best job with the roof here. I personally feel like any reasonable person could do better. This one I think has potential for redecoration because I genuinely think they did an actual good job with the layout of this build. The layout of it actually makes a lot of sense to me, but it's very much giving base game but bigger. It's getting bad. Umbridge Manor. The giant porthole windows on the sides are very, very cursed. This one is a little bit of a weird shape. I don't like the kitchen shape. It's a bit weird, but I do give them credit for at least trying with the layout for this one. I feel like they did a better job than most of their other builds, and it feels slightly more like you could live in here potentially, but it's still bad. Hello Sloth, Slough, whatever we're calling it. This is a perfect size lot. The actual lot touches the pavement on both sides, which is really good. This one is getting excellent. Yes, it is. This is our first excellent, and there's nothing there. It's just got so much good potential. Oakenstead. So I definitely think they tried with the shell of this one. They definitely tried their very best. I think it's too big, and as a result, the layout is just a little bit cursed. His bedroom does not need to be this big. It just, why have we got the most expensive like cuckoo painting, and underneath it we got this kid's rocket ship? I definitely think this one is bad. Cypress Terrace. This one is the first Western-only modern house in the Sims 4 base game. I like that they did this little, like, courtyard thing. This is cute. Like, I can see this one is definitely a lot more creative. I'm not too sure what's happening outside here. And, you know, this bar, like, what's going on with these chairs? I feel like they tried to be edgy. I get the vision, and it had potential, but it fell short. This one is getting bad. Willow Creek Archive. Our first community build. How exciting. Look at the roof. You guys are going to hate me. I actually don't think it's that bad. The upstairs is absolutely tragic. They definitely ran out of time / effort. I think this one is mid. Movers and Shakers Gym. Every single gym in The Sims 4 is so disappointing. I guess it's kind of cool how they try to pretend that it's like 2 different buildings, but it's just very sad and empty on the inside. I wish we had more gym equipment in the game, and I don't understand like this thing with the counters trying to do it like a V. It's not working for me. I'm sorry. It's getting horrendous. The blue velvet. So it's this build's fault as to why we have all these big obnoxious like jazzy paintings all around the game. They were specifically built for this lot, and I can't say it's the prettiest bar. I'm not sure what the floor planks are about. It's all very strange. The actual bar area is very sad and small. Upstairs we've got absolutely nothing going on. It's just loos. This one is just, it's horrendous. Municipal Muses. I think the garden area here doesn't look severe. I personally think they should have instead turned it into like a wedding venue. I feel like that would have been a better way to go about it. Although when you get into the museum, this is when it does look horrifically sad. It's got all basically the same base game paintings. All the paintings that you use in your base game builds, they just get put in here. Imagine if The Sims 4 had like a sculpting thing where you could actually like do stuff and make stuff for museums. Wouldn't that be so cool? You could donate it. They could have gone so hard on like the Animal Crossing museum thing with The Sims 4, but no, this is horrendous. Magnolia Blossom Park. There's not really anything else to do here other than play chess. I'm not too keen on this like obnoxious toilet. Why does it look like this? I just feel like it's got so much missed potential as a lot. There's so much that they could have done with it, but they didn't. I'm sorry, this one's going in horrendous. After every world, when I'm editing this video, I'm going to put a tally on screen of how many excellent, good, mid, bad, and horrendous lots there are, just so we can compare them to see which world is best. Oasis Springs, let's start off with Agave Abode, whatever we're calling it. So they tried to do like a sexy Spanish villa, but it's just not working. They seem to have forgotten to put like a TV, so you've just got a sofa staring at the wall. You're horrendous, and you know it. You've got no shame. Slipshod Mesquite, i.e. the Zest House. So I like that they tried to make a trailer, although I feel like trailers now have just become a lot more advanced. Like they added this fence to make it like a towing fence or something, but like it's just not working. I feel like there's such a better way that you can go about doing a trailer these days. It's just not giving. This one is horrendous. Pebble Burrow. This one is genuinely the perfect lot size. I love it. And I feel like you can make like a nice modern lofty build looking out into Loch Ness Monster. I feel like it's got a lot of potential, you know. This one is excellent. I feel like it's just becoming a trend that I'm giving the blank ones excellent because they're the only ones that are good. Anyway, Nookstone. So this is another sad starter lot. I give them points for not using the same wallpaper all the way around, although I don't really like it's at the back. Like, what are they doing with it? No, sorry, horrendous. Sandtrap Flat. So this one they tried to do something with the roof. It's kind of like, you know, when you get your hair bleached and they put one of those caps on your head with the little holes in it. It kind of looks like that. But again, unfortunately, very horrendous. I'm sorry. Cacti Casa, aka Roomies. See, I like that they tried with the roof on this one. I like that they attempted a fake chimney, even though it's not the best. And I like that we got this little courtyard. They at least tried, though they could have put a bench in there. This house kind of reminds me of like, you know, those YouTubers, so like they've never had a real job before. They just got rich quick. So they've got absolutely like no taste, but they got all this money. Like this is definitely giving like one of those YouTuber houses. It's very strange, but I definitely feel like it has some potential potential. I hate having like a door between, like, is this a normal American thing? Because I'm seeing this in a lot of builds. Like, can you, like, the American viewers, can you tell me if this is normal to have like a bathroom with 2 doors in it? Like, what do you do if you both walk in, like somebody else is in there having a shit? Like, it's just so weird. No, I feel like they tried, so I'm gonna give this one bad. Dusty turf. Again, I like this one because it's just touching the corner perfectly. It's almost perfectly aligned with these 2 bushes here. I just think it's a really lovely lot to build on, actually. It's getting excellent. Springscape. So this is 60k and alleged upgrade to the starter home lot. You're already getting a -point for the obnoxious dollhouse in here. It's just very sad looking. Like a lot of Sims 4 base game builds, they just look so sad and depressing. I think they at least tried to give it some color. The outside, oh, it's okay. I just feel like this one is bad. Raffia Quinta. I like that they tried to do a funky roof with this one. Not too keen on the meadow flowers outside. It doesn't suit the world. It looks a little bit cursed with these like cabinets placed just so far up like this with nothing on them. The kitchen is like very tiny for no reason. So is the TV. Clearly nobody was overcompensating for a tiny penis here because this is very small and cozy. I think the layout itself genuinely has potential, but I just don't think the actual build is nice. Like the actual exterior definitely has potential, like the architecture. It's just the furniture. This one is getting mid. Vista Quarry. Again, loving the roof. Somebody was on a roll here. I don't know why we've got a stair, seeming that this is literally like one thing up on the platform. They tried to give this one columns, although they only did it at the front. They didn't really care so much about the back. I like the idea of this little platform. I just don't understand the vision. Again, I genuinely think the layout is not bad, although it's not giving like a base game home upgrade, but what it should be. Why is there a chess table in here? Jesus. This one is getting bad. Desert Bloom Park. I like that they made a little bit of an effort with the roof here. It's very quirky and unique. I would definitely say it's very messy. Lots of benches here. It's a bigger mess, actually. We've obviously got the toilets here, which I don't know. I just feel like they're a little bit too much. And then we've got this, which I don't really understand what this is. This room looks like it belongs in Willow Creek, and there's no coffee table in the middle. This sofa chair's too far up. It needs to be pushed this way. It just wasn't done very mindfully. I think that's the issue. There's no mindfulness here. It gets bad. Affluista Mansion, the land grabs. The way that swimming pools didn't exist in the Sims 4 base game is just so diabolical. It would have been perfect here. I like that they tried to do something, you know, this like weird pattern here. I think it's a cool idea, but then you go down here and it's just a little bit underwhelming. They could have put something nice underneath it. The actual build itself is very sad, and oh gosh, the lighting's a bit awful. What's going on here? Oh dear. It's definitely giving sad base game build. The richest family in the Sims 4, in the Sims universe. And can somebody explain? Okay, this look how high. Look right now. Look at that. Look how high. I'm about to boil my piss. I'm about to rage. No, I can't cope. I can't cope. Look at how high that is. Look at how high it is. You'll need a step ladder just to wipe your asshole after a shit. Do you know what? I'm not even looking at the rest of the build. You're getting horrendous just for that. Yuma Heights. So I actually feel like this one looks quite okay from the outside. The roof could be better, but do you know what? They definitely tried. Not with the back of the house, but definitely with the front. I think the main living room, it's like a little bit too big. They could have split it off into separate rooms. Also, no guys, look at the toilet. Okay, horrendous. I'm not even looking at the rest of the build. Okay, can we just shut up a minute and just can we just address it? Address it right now. Look at it. I'm not even looking at the rest of you. You're horrendous. That is a violation. Rio Verde. Okay, I like the idea of the outside with all of the archways. I think it's pretty. We do have a Willow Creek mailbox here, not an Oasis Springs one, which is a down point from me, I'm afraid. I think in this one it's spaced a lot better in terms of the rooms. What toilet roll? Okay, the toilet roll's a little bit better. You're still gonna have to have a long arm. But at least it's lower. I think they tried harder, like with all of the rooms here, but obviously it's still pretty bad, you know, so it's getting bad, but it looks like they're trying harder. Arid Ridge. I think this lot is genuinely in quite a good location. I feel like you could do something nice here, but there feels like there's something off about it, and I can't think as to why. I can't think what's wrong with it, but there is something wrong with it, and I just don't like it. So you're getting good. Granada Place. They genuinely tried with the exterior design of this build. The interior, you can definitely tell that they tried a lot harder too. The toilet roll is more acceptable. The spacing is a bit more acceptable. I'm gonna be giving this one bad, which is ironically a good score for a Sims 4 base game build. Sultry Springside Calientes. I think the shell is okay and the inside spacing is okay. They definitely tried their best, which doesn't speak for much, but they at least tried. I'm giving it bad. Rattlesnake Juice. You know what? I definitely think this lot suits its purpose very well. It could have done with some modernizing. Like, look at these cursed espresso machines, like with the counters. They at least tried to give it some funky colored lights here. I'm going to give this one a mid, just because I can see that they put a lot of effort into it. Builders and burners. The actual structural design is pretty tragic. I think, gosh, look at this weird wonky counter. Absolutely not. Everything's... You're getting horrendous. Yes, you are. The solar flare. I can't stand the entrance to this. Like, why do you have to go up this? I like that they added this like slit with the sign. I do think that's quite clever. To be fair, it doesn't look too different to like a real life like luxurious kind of bar that you would go to, obviously with some amendments. Like, there's no coffee tables or anything in the middle, and I don't understand why. The bathrooms are very strange, but I can definitely see they tried a lot harder with the vision here. So I think I'm going to be giving this one a mid. The future's past. Do you know what something not about the lot but I find so diabolical is that if you have seasons installed, there'll be a skating rink right here in the middle of the car park, and it just looks so weird there. Looking at the lot itself, okay, it does look very the Sims 4, they just don't know how to do museums. Why have we got all these boats? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. I don't like anything about any of the museums. Horrendous. So I shall put a tally on the screen of what I think of Oasis Springs. Okay, Newcrest. Do we do Newcrest? I genuinely think every single lot in Newcrest to build in is excellent. So I'm just going to put them all as excellent. I feel like we don't need to look at all of these. I feel like they've all got a very good place in my heart. Magnolia Promenade. Let's go into Preeminent Domain. This lot is excellent. I love the location. Love that it's touching the pavement on the sides. Perfect. The roadstead, they definitely tried a little bit harder than the base game builds with these ones. I think the roof, like what's going on here, it's a little bit questionable. I think they had a vision in mind. I think they were trying to pretend they were like pipes or something, but I'm just not seeing it. The actual shop is way too big, very empty, very depressing. These shop windows look very depressing. You're getting horrendous. JF&S Clothiers. That's a very weird word, Clothiers. So the shell is nice from the front. From the back, it's not very good. You know, like when I look at a guy, I look at the back. Okay, like, you know, like straight men, they're like boobs and bum. You know, like there's like straight guys that are either like a boob guy or a bum guy. I feel like the gay equivalent, because, you know, like tops and bottoms are things. I think the gay equivalent is having intrusive thoughts to look at a guy's crotch or his arse. And I normally like to look at the arse because I'm a top, not a bottom. So it's not giving perky arse. The inside, I think they try to be fancy, but it has absolutely nothing on the Sims 2 H&M fashion shops. They tried to do a fake dressing room here because they couldn't be bothered to give us a proper one. I'm just not feeling it. Horrendous. Paddywax Emporium. I think the front genuinely doesn't look too bad. I think they tried a little bit harder with the rear. Love that we've got a depressing staff room at top. It's definitely realistic. I don't really like the design in here. It just feels very strange. This one's getting bad just because I like the front of it. So this is the tally of Magnolia Promenade. Windenburg's going to be an interesting one. There's so many lots. Let's start off in the posh bit, the bluffs. You can't even like change the lot type of this, but I think it's a very interesting lot to be on, I'm going to give this one excellent, you know, just because it has a lot of potential and I genuinely think it looks nice for what it is. The lighthouse. So they definitely stepped it up. Did they eat? Okay, because of this rocket ship in the back garden, they didn't eat, they ruined it. But I feel like they tried a lot harder with the layout. Again, it's way too big and like open. We've got this outdoor bench on the inside, which is funny. They definitely tried a lot harder this one, although not too hard, only partially erect. Oh my god, look at this. No, look at the way this bed is in this room. You're getting horrendous. Mid nowhere. What even is the point? Horrendous. Pier Palace. Quite like the outside, actually. From the inside, I definitely think they tried moderately hard. I think it's okay, you know. It's actually not that bad. I'm gonna give it a bad. Von Windenburg Estate. Love that we got like a cute little well out here. I think the shell genuinely looks okay, and I think they did okay, you know, with the spacing in here. I don't know why all the downstairs rooms are bedrooms. Like, there's so many bedrooms up here. It's just a little bit weird. It's bedroom heaven. And why is this like little room, like with the single bed, got such a huge balcony to itself? We do also have a basement where they tried, like, I feel like they tried. I'm gonna give this mid. Dock den. So I feel like they tried to do something with the shower here. For some reason, every time I visit this household, okay, one of the household members, they like automatically spawn in this chimney, and it happens every single time I enter this lot, and I don't know why. This is supposed to be like a bachelor pad. There's like a huge DJ booth in here. What is that about? And then we've got this sad bedroom where they couldn't be bothered to put all the effort in because they put all the effort into this room. The kitchen's a little bit cursed. I'm going to be giving this one bad. The summer home. Absolutely perfect lot. It's right aligned with the pavement. You're getting excellent. Dresden house. It feels very sad and weird the way it's been placed here. There deserves to be like a mansion here. I'm not really feeling the vibe. I think it's just a little bit random. This one's getting horrendous. The Shrieking Llama Bar. Okay, from the front, it's quite cute. I like the aesthetic. They couldn't be asked to do the top of the build. They also couldn't be asked with the rear. I think the inside looks okay. It's getting mid. Rustic residence. Hate how it's not touching the pavement at all. The build's very ugly. Oh my god, look how low these counters are. Look how low they are, the cabinets. You're getting a horrendous. Cottage Amc for the Free Spirits house, which is a very weird name, Amc. I feel like they tried with the outside, actually. It's cute. Inside, no effort at all. They literally gave us a shelf with nothing on it. A little bit weird. I feel like the interior's ruined it. It's getting bad. Corenberg Cottage, the Munch house. So this house deserves to be in the pits of hell because they forgot to add flooring to the hallway, so it's just cement. This one is getting horrendous. Von Horn Estate. So I think it's pretty enough from the outside. They could have done a little bit better. This is like a museum thing. I genuinely think they did quite well with like the museum aesthetic. They even put the toilet paper close to the toilet. I genuinely feel like they tried really hard with this one. So I actually think it's not bad, you know, apart from this lazy upstairs that they couldn't be bothered to do. I am actually good. I like the little garden as well, the fountains. I'm giving this one good. Ancient ruins. So what's going on here? Absolutely nothing. They could have tried a bit harder other than just made it a placeholder so you could access the outside area. It's getting horrendous. Havisham House. I love the location of this lot. I don't love the lot. The lot is getting bad, but I just feel like the lot location, if you bulldozed it, is good. In fact, I'm saying the exact same thing about the one next to it. It's getting bad, but I just love the location. Factory 1. I actually think this lot looks really good from the outside. From the inside, it spoils it a little bit, but I can definitely see that they tried really hard with the rooms to give them all individual character. It's still awful, of course, as a Sims 4 build, but I think they tried quite hard, actually. I'm going to give this one mid just for the build itself and the lot that it's on. Quad Manor Library. Not the prettiest build. You can't just put the wallpaper on it and call it a day, I'm afraid. The inside looks very rustic, actually. Upstairs is very sad, though. It's getting a mid just because I kind of like the downstairs and I love the lot that it's on. The Narwhal Arms. Weirdly shaped lot. Weird inside. Absolutely bizarre. You're getting horrendous. South Square Coffee. Bizarrely shaped lot. Bizarre modern windows down here. It's got this like weird like room at the back here with like a PC. I just don't get it. You're getting horrendous. Waterlock Redoubt. I like that they tried to be cute with the garden, although I also don't like how the door's not central. What's going on? Why is this dress is like half in the wall? What on earth is going on here? This is just such a bizarre mystery. You're getting a 0. Absolutely horrendous. Bath Drill. So I actually quite like this from the outside. It actually looks perfect from the outside, which is so weird for me to say for an EA build. There's not really an inside. There's not really like that much going on as per se, but I feel like they genuinely tried. So I'm like, this one is actually good. Okay. For an EA build, like I'm genuinely going to give this one. Am I giving it an excellent? Yes, I am. I actually think this is excellent. I think the lot looks perfect. Hair square. So I feel like this doesn't need to exist, although it looks pretty. All right. It looks pretty. It's getting good. Hare and Hedgehog Park. They like the word hare in this neighborhood. Something that I have noticed about The Sims 4 is that it's full of self inserts. Somebody must love hares on The Sims stream. I'm telling you right now. This one honestly 8. Look at the outside. In fact, this whole area 8. This one is getting excellent. Discotheque Pan Europa. This feels like an American person trying to be down with the Europeans. Every single stereotypical European word just thrown into one. So the roof is a little bit weird. I think, okay, the lot's a little bit weird. I like the idea of like, we've got like an underground bar. I think it's a cool vision. It just wasn't implemented in the best way. This one, I'm sorry, it's getting bad. Harbour Quarter Gym. Okay, they went so hard with the roof on this one. Maybe a little bit too hard, I think. Gyms in The Sims 4 always just look so weird. I think it's cool how it's like a downstairs area in the actual building. I feel like they tried. I'm gonna give this one bad, but it's like a good bad. So here is the overall score of Windenburg. Sam Myshuno. Oh my god, this is huge. We'll start with Myshuno Meadows. This is the most like random and annoying lot to play on. I think they tried with the aesthetic, but they could have done so much more. Like they could have done like a castle, like inspired by Osaka Castle or something. I think the inside looks okay, but it's just a weird like wedding venue lot. I just don't get it. I'm sorry. It's getting horrendous. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Okay. 1010 Alto apartments. The city living apartments either completely 8 or they look horrendous. Although weirdly, I would just say this one is mid. I quite like the spacing of the rooms. I just feel like it just looks a little bit strange, a little bit empty. The other side of the same lot, I feel like they tried a lot harder with this one. I'm actually going to be giving this one good. I think it's got a lot of potential. Okay, this next apartment block, V111 Land Grab. It's very red to say the least. It's kind of giving Willow Creek home, and I don't know why. It's going to get a bad. The Feng household. I actually think this apartment looks quite good. Genuinely, I don't think I would mind living in here, apart from a couple of weird adjustments. I genuinely don't think it looks that bad. I'm giving this good. Sky Fitness. This Sims 4 base game sign goes on literally every single community lot. I mean, it's a little bit weird. I just think all the Sims 4 gyms look really bad, to be honest. It's getting horrendous. Spire Apartments. Though I believe there's only one apartment here with a pool. Where on earth is the entrance? Oh, it's up here. Right, this is a very weird design. What if you need to change the bulb in this light? You got to move this big hunk of shit out of the way. At least they remembered some toilet roll. I feel like they tried okay with this one. I'm giving this one mid. Stargazer Lounge. We'll view this in nighttime as intended. I'm not too keen on the roof. I just feel like most of this lot doesn't really get used. I don't know why there's a pool in here. I just definitely think they could have done a better job. This one's getting horrendous. Planet Honey Pop. So I think this one looks really interesting from the outside on all angles they considered. On the inside, I genuinely think it looks quite cool. I like what they did with this. Like back then we didn't actually have platforms, so they actually had to use a glitch, I believe, in order to get this like platformed edge thing here, which I think is very cool. So technically, did you know this building is like, I think the building is technically outside, which I think is funny. I think they did okay. It's getting bad. Chic Street Apartments. This is a cute little studio. The TV is horrifically close to the sofa. Just pull it back. It's not hard. Just put it back. The bathroom rugs in the kitchen. No, you know what? Okay, it's getting horrendous. The little banquet table with the chair here. This is so so cursed, horrendous. The next chic street apartment, I love that we've got the little lines on the floor here where somebody died. I think that's quite cool. Love that it's hidden under the rug. This is like a proper crappy apartment, and do you know what? It looks crap, but it's meant to be bad. That's why I like it. It's getting good. This is another crap apartment next to it. It's good because it serves its purpose. Hey, Zenview Apartments. Nothing about this is really giving zen at all, to be honest. Oh my god, that rug. Horrendous. The Karaoke Legends apartment. Not very legendary at all. It looks a little bit woke. It's getting horrendous. Torrenti Penthouse. This is an interesting lot. It's very big. I just don't get like the basketball court in it. I just feel like I don't really enjoy the way it looks. I don't like the layout. It's very cursed. Horrendous. Old Salt House. I hate how this is just a random community lot here. It's just so weird. I don't like it. It's getting horrendous. Waterside Warble. Again, see the same base game sign. It haunts every community lot. I don't like the outside. They were lazy with the top of it. They didn't even bother. The inside just looks it's like a mishmash of so many different styles. Horrendous. Gosh, this world is huge. But Culpeper Apartments. Can we just view the rest of the apartments from map view? Because they're so big. There's so many. Okay. 18 Culpeper House. It's giving sad base game build, but not in a good way. You're getting a bad. 17 Culpeper House. Again, bad. In fact, all of these are bad. Every single one of them, I don't like them. Although, Rayosa. This house looks like they tried with the layout, so I'm giving them a mid. Jasmine Suites Apartment. Okay, this one is definitely getting bad. It looks horrifically ugly. Don't like the layout. This one right here is also terrible. It's getting bad. Okay, next up, Medina Studios Apartments. This one is crusty, the Benali one, but purposefully crusty and gross, which I kind of like. It's getting good. This big one, 930 Medina Studios. I don't like the layout of this one. It's getting bad. Same with 920. It's getting bad. It's a weird layout. I don't like it. Casper Gallery. I think they tried to eat with the like roof with the windows, but they didn't. It's just a little bit too much. Every single museum in The Sims 4 is what? Horrendous. Okay, Hakim House Apartments. Okay, this top one, the Zhang household. This one is really cute. I love the aesthetic. I'm giving that good. This bottom one here, 122. I genuinely feel like this is a good upgrade for somebody who's looking for somewhere more expensive. So I'm actually giving this one a good. Fountain View Penthouse. I've never visited this lot, I don't think. Oh no, I have visited this lot and it's horrendous. Just look at it. Just look how empty it is. No. So this is my overall score of San Myshuno. Forgotten Hollow. Okay, let's go into Daddy Vladdy's house. Absolutely love the vibe of the exterior. I'm not sure what this balcony is about. It doesn't really need to exist. I actually feel like they tried relatively hard to make this house look quite cool. Something that I do like about Daddy Vladdy's house is the kitchen's got like cobwebs in it because it's never used, because he literally doesn't eat, which I think is interesting. I can see that they definitely really tried with the layout here. It's still a depressing base game build. Like that we got like a little balcony going on here looking downwards at the living room. It's kind of cute. I think this one's very creative. I'm gonna give this one, well, what do I give it? I don't know. I'm gonna give this one good because I genuinely feel like they tried. Okay, Fledermaus Bend. I feel like this is perfect size, a pretty location actually. It's getting excellent. The starter Widow Shield Townhome. This is so ugly and sad. I hate the layout. It's getting horrendous. Garlic Quarter Place. This one is for non-vampires because I believe the property is covered in garlic. I like the idea of putting the garlic. I think it's very quirky. I think the actual build looks kind of ugly though, but I like the idea of garlic, so it's just getting bad, not horrendous. Okay, the Vitor house. Okay, I think they tried to eat with the layout. It's not too bad for the architecture. In terms of the inside, I think they tried. I definitely think they tried with this one. It looks a lot better certainly than a lot of the other ones. It's just very white and I don't understand why. It's getting mid just because I like the architecture. So this is my overall score of Forgotten Hollow. Brindleton Bay. Let's go over to Dead Grass Discoveries Museum. I think the building design itself is relatively cute, although it is a museum and it's very dead and empty and awful, horrendous. I'm not even going to look at any more museums. I think they're all just going to get horrendous without even going in them. Okay, Hinderquarter Hideaway. Okay, this lot is excellent because it's got a lot of potential in terms of location. There's the other one here as well. This one is also getting excellent for the exact same reason. They're just great locations. Delgato Household. Okay, it's a very weird design. I'm not sure about like this top bit here, and there seems to be a mistake with the, is it called a freesia? Like the bit up here, there's a bit of a mistake. The paneling wasn't done nicely. Oh, upstairs is dead. It's very oversized yet very empty. Oh, I'm sorry, you're horrendous. Bedlington Boathouse. This is the starter lot of the world. I think it's genuinely got a cute design considering it's a starter lot. It's not the best in the world, and it's, oh gosh, look at the sofa. Oh, it's bad. Okay, we're scoring it bad, but not horrendous because I like the shell. Hound's Head. It's a little bit of a violent name for such a pretty little house. I think the landscaping is very sad here. They could have done something with the terrain tool. I think it's way too big for its purpose. This one's getting bad just because it's oversized and empty. I mean, look, even this room just has like boxes in it because there's nothing in there. No, horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. Ragdoll Refurb. I've never ever visited this lot before, actually. Okay, so we're missing a roof here. I'm assuming that's on purpose. Is the whole point, because it's called Ragdoll Refurb, is the whole point that you're supposed to refurbish it, but then it looks nice, like on the inside. It genuinely looks nice, but this little bit ruins it a bit. I don't understand why they did that, because like I actually think the spacing in here is okay. This one's getting mid just because like half of it's good, half of it's bad. Link's Household. This is a crazy cat lady. I've never visited this lot either, actually. So this is a very cute house right on the harbour. A bit weird putting it here, but there we go. Oh, they actually tried with the design aesthetic here. They genuinely tried. That's actually really cool. Love that they put the pet food bowl on the counter as well. They genuinely tried to clutter. This one, oh my god, this is our first EA build that's getting excellent. Yes, it is, because it's very suited for its purpose. You're getting excellent. Yes, you are. Okay, Salty Paw Saloon. I love this lot, although I hate that the Sims 4 is so disjointed that they couldn't have made it into a restaurant because it's got so much potential. I actually think they tried quite hard with the inside here, but it's not perfect, so it's getting good. Actually, no. I just love the location so much. It's getting excellent because it's got a lot of potential. Club Calico. This is a lounge. They forgot about the roof, it seems. The pool's weird. It's very weirdly spaced. I don't understand even what this lot is actually like. Is it supposed to be a country club? Why is it a lounge lot? It doesn't feel like what how are we defining lounge here? Horrendous. Tail's End. Love that they intentionally made the driveway so it fits the whole lot, which they don't normally do. Like the location, you could put a luxury house here. It's getting excellent. Brindleton Hospital. I mean, it looks okay from the outside. I think the inside is pretty okay as well. The clown wallpaper is pretty horrendous, but in general, I actually think this one is good because it just serves its purpose. Sporting Place. I feel like there's a lot to build on. It's just in a weird location, and I just don't see what you could realistically do with it. I'm giving it bad. Domus Familiaris. These are very weird names. I feel like they tried a little bit harder with the design here, though it's still a bit cursed. I just think the inside's dead and empty. It's so dead, it's horrendous. Hecking Household. So they forgot to do anything with the roof, which is kind of sad. I think the shell is okay. I kind of like what they did with it. I like the garden size. The inside actually looks like they tried to decorate it this time round, tried to clutter it, which I genuinely like, although still a sad base game, not base game, you know what I mean, sad build. It's getting mid. Puppastone Park. The trees make it really annoying to see what you're doing, and everything just feels very randomly placed. Not much effort really went into this. It's getting horrendous. So this is my overall tally of Brindleton Bay, Dowsole Valley, Studio PBP. Okay, this is very cursed from the outside. I think this is supposed to be like the luxurious, like VIP whatever, and it's just not giving that. Horrendous. Ward Park. park. The only like purpose it serves is for people who are doing rags to riches. It's getting horrendous. Orchid a go-go. I'm pretty sure the person who made this had a lot of fun using these roof ducts on here. It's very intricate, though unfortunately this is an orchid no-no. Horrendous. Pectoral fitness gym. We got the base game sign right here. I don't know why they don't give us some more. Again, it's very sad. Love that we got fake yoga mats up here. They're just bath towels. They didn't even bother making them symmetrical. Jesus, horrendous. Plumbob Pictures gym, horrendous. I'm not even bothering to look. Okay, every single lot in this top neighborhood is getting horrendous, and I'm going to show you why. Obviously, we all know the base game build here is terrible, but the way that the like driveways are here, the way that they just don't sit properly is just absolutely infuriating. It's the same on all of them. The whole thing just looks horrendous. I hate it. This is honestly my most hated neighborhood in the game. Judith Ward. Oh, do we even bother looking? This deserves its own category. Horrendous. Okay, the Bailey Moon household. This one is horrendous, I know, before I've even gone in there. And you know why? It's because they didn't actually put toilets in any of the bathrooms. Congrats, EA. It's like such an EA thing to do. They'll probably bring out My First Toilet stuff next. Anyway, this is an alleged rich person's mansion in the world. And again, horrendous. They actually added a toilet this time. This time it's in a prison cell. The toilet is being imprisoned. There's only one toilet in this neighborhood and it's in a prison. There we go. Absolutely horrendous spacing. I don't get what it's about. Everything is horrendous. So this is my overall score of the Dale Sol Valley world. StrangerVille, this is going to be interesting. Let's start off with, oh no, we can't actually look at the secret lab. I'm sorry. The secret lab is fine. I'm just going to say it's good because it suits its purpose for the gameplay. We'll look at the empty one, Cliffside Crest. Love how perfectly aligned this is. There is a lot of potential here. Oh my lord, excellent. I've never visited this lot before, but I want to build on it now. Plateau Place. So all of the lots in this neighborhood look deceptively all right from the outside, but when you go on the inside, like there's fuck all there. There's fucking nothing. Horrendous. In fact, every single pre-built lot in this top neighborhood is getting another horrendous. So another horrendous, and both for the exact same reasons. Creek Corner Cove. I don't think I've ever visited this lot, you know. Oh gosh, look at the way. Okay, they did the gravel coming in here, but we've just got like this grassy, like the pot. I'm not keen on that. It's getting mid just because I do like the location. Okay, Carhill household who lives in the Broken Plain. This is just like the kind of, do you know what I mean? Okay, this is genuinely like the level of creativity that I really want to see. And look, like as you go in, there's actually a staircase that goes down. Hopefully Sims, like they won't want to talk in here, otherwise they get lost. But when you go down, he's built just like a basement under his plane. And this is just genuinely like the level of detail, the level of fun and lore that I want to see from EA. This is like a proper bunker. It's wicked. It's getting excellent. I love it. Okay, Slip 42. This one, again, I feel like they got better at like trailers at this point, as you can see. And I almost wish they let you build trailers properly in the game, you know. Okay, like this one, I just feel like it's cluttered perfectly. This one is a starter home and it's trashy, but like on purpose. And I just like love the outside. This is another excellent 8 bows. Very, very strange from the outside. I've never even seen this object before. I didn't even know it was real. It's kind of sad, kind of ugly. It's getting horrendous. More like 8 bellends. Not that I've ever experienced 8 of those, at least all in one go. Not that I'd be against it, of course. Strangerville Information Center, the cursed Strangerville Library. So it's a very weird lot. It almost looks like a chapel. I kind of wish they would have put a grave in front of it. I think it's a very sad library. It's getting horrendous. Sigworth household. I've never ever visited your lot before. Oh gosh, this is horrendous. Okay, horrendous. Cafigurus Corner. I'm not even pronouncing that. Again, oh gosh, this is giving Willow Creek starter lot, isn't it? Oh gosh, horrendous. So this is my overall score of the Strangerville world. Next up, Salami. I want to go over to Caldera Camp first. So this one's a really interesting lot in the middle of nowhere. This one is a residential and it's very bare and empty and weird. But it's got like these modern luxury doors. I feel like they were trying to do like some secluded shack in the woods. I think it's a nice idea, but the implementation wasn't great, so I'm giving it bad, but not horrendous, just because I can kind of see the vision. Admiral's Wreckage. So this is an interesting one. This is literally a beach with a shipwreck. The shipwreck is literally like an object, but then you can go in through the door and you go downstairs and you could literally live in a wrecked ship. I believe this lot is off the grid. Yeah, it is. So you're gonna have to try hard. I genuinely just like the thought and effort. They also put a treasure chest back here. Did you know? Did you know it's literally impossible to open? And I just feel like it's a missed opportunity. They could have added some lore with that. I'm gonna give this one good. I just love the idea of it, but I feel like it could have been implemented slightly better. But it's what I love to see. Key point. So this lot is excellent. It's just serves so much good gameplay purpose. I love it. I almost wish it was a bit bigger. Okay, Lagoon Look. This one's a very interesting, cute shack on the beach. It's very ugly on the inside. It is a starter home, but I think it's actually one of the better starter homes, so I'm gonna give it a mid. Tangled Flat. This is another starter in the same neighborhood. So this again is actually quite pretty on the outside, although it's even more empty here. They genuinely didn't even try, and they had so much starter money left. It's only 13k. They could have done more. It's getting horrendous. O'Hanley Beach. This is the saddest beach I've seen in my life. They've just chucked some random objects down. Horrendous. The Sandbar. It looks okay from the outside, but the inside there's not much going on. The toilet out the back's a bit weird. I don't like the light up there. It's getting, oh my god, it's just cement. They didn't even have planks inside. Horrendous. Hoapili Household. It's very cute looking on the lot, I must say. This one looks really sweet on the inside, actually. The oven being like so far out is a little bit cursed, but it genuinely looks really pretty, actually. This one is actually going to be getting... Is this one going to be getting... Oh, look, they've got the little pod outside with the bed here. This one's getting good. No, it's not. This was getting excellent. I think it's perfect. Kealoha Household. I think the lot looks very pretty. Actually, I feel like they genuinely tried to make this one look nice. This one is getting excellent. No, it's not. It's getting good because I don't like the blinds in the bedroom for the interior house. That's a bit weird, so it's just good. Sapphire Shores. I quite like that we've got this big empty lot, although I wish there was slightly more sand to build on because it's going to be very close to the edge. Otherwise, I think it's good. San Simoleon Beach. Again, it's just like random objects plopped down. What even is this like little room in here? Horrendous. Pier Perfection. I've never visited this lot. It is a starter. The priciest starter. Genuinely never visited it. Okay, it's right on a pier. I quite like where this lot is, actually. I just wish the lot was slightly wider. It's very sad though. Doesn't have an interior layout or design. It's getting bad. Nagata Household. My gosh, this is right on the edge of the beach. Oh, okay. I like the design, this one. It's a little bit more modern. They went for something different. I actually think the interior layout here doesn't look so bad, you know. This could have been a double bed here. I don't like the bathrooms without ventilation, but in general, I actually think this one's okay. It's getting, what's it getting? It's getting mid. I like the design of the lot, but I don't like the, no, I'm not. I'm giving it good. It's good. Okay. The Kahananui House. So this one's very sweet. Again, it feels maybe a little bit more modern mixed with traditional, though the actual interior is, gosh, is very sad. I like the, no, I don't even like the design really. It's very, it's getting horrendous. So this is my overall score of Salami. Oh dear, Glimmerbrook. Okay, I just don't feel like we need to, okay, we'll just address one lot, okay? Just to be fair, some of you may not have seen it. This is the diabolical mess that we're working with. Look at the giant obnoxious driveways, this absolutely weird, crazy starter home. All of them are like this in this world, every single one of them. So with that being said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we're getting 5 horrenduses. So you already know the score tally of Glimmerbrook. Britechester. Let's start with Laurel Library. I like that they tried to do something with the front of the outside, but it's not symmetrical and it's kind of annoying me. In terms of the inside, it looks very, I just don't know. It feels very weird and sad, and I just can't figure out exactly why I don't like it. The upstairs as well, they always do these big balconies, but they don't put like anything up here. I just feel like like it's missed. I don't like this bench as well facing the door. Why is it not facing outwards to the view? It's just facing the door. I don't get it. This one's getting bad. Pepper's Pub. I'm not too keen on this build. I don't know why we've got a huge fence around it. Upstairs is depressing, so is downstairs. It's getting horrendous. Honeydew Fields. This one is horrendous. Need I say more? Elderberry. This one is just giving like Willow Creek home, but in a slightly different world. Absolutely horrendous. Pleasant. Again, they try to be British townhouse, but they just didn't really deliver. Kind of giving Willow Creek home. This is not the most... Tell me right now, this is the fanciest walk-in wardrobe you've seen in your life, you liar. This one is getting horrendous. Okay, Foxberry Larry's Lagoon. This whole build is gross. Look at how like abnormally big it is, and this like ping pong table's a centerpiece. This is definitely one of the most cursed ones. Look at this canteen. Name one canteen you've seen like this in your life. It's so bad, horrendous. Okay, Maritime Manor. This is like a university house. I feel like it's quite good. Like university dorms, they're not really supposed to be pre-decorated. You're meant to kind of like decorate it yourself. So I kind of like that it's a bit basic. This one's actually getting good. Okay, Tidal Tower. These two basically look exactly the same, so I'm gonna rank them the same. And I just feel like it's a bit weird that we've got like shared rooms. Like, I'm sorry, this is supposed to be a British world. We're not having some demented like American orgy uni dorm where they're all together. It's just weird to me. I'm sorry, there's not even a kitchen. It's getting horrendous, and so is the other one. The other one, where are you? You're getting a horrendous too. Okay, Britechester Drake Hall. I hate how the color of the wall doesn't match the main building. This one, again, I'm sorry, we're not having the orgy bedrooms. I don't like it. Horrendous. And the other, wherever the other apartment is over there, this one here, you're also getting horrendous because they look the same. Darby's Den Commons. I just don't think I like the vibe. It just feels very eerie. It feels unnecessarily like small. There's not much going on. Again, horrendous. Darkwing House. I don't know if I've ever even visited this lot before. Maybe I have. The windows here look so weird. I don't really get it. I think they actually sectioned it off quite well, to be fair, for this one. It's definitely kind of like a typical university dorm. I say typical, it's quite a big one. You probably need a lot of money. No, I'm sorry. No, 2 beds, horrendous. 2 beds in one room, absolutely not. So that was Britechester. This is the toll. I don't think toll's the right word. Whatever, you know what I mean. Evergreen Harbour next. This is when EA just started to slightly make a little bit more effort with their builds. We start with the Harris house. Oh, all of the, as you can see, the neighborhood is actually this whole neighborhood is so glitched that every single lot deletes itself in the world. It's so funny. And they just have a typical EA. They just don't bother fixing it anyway. They didn't use any terrain paint to make it like dirty under the grass. So you lose a point for that. The insides are weird. Okay, horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. Rockridge Springs. All these names are getting to me now. I've been talking so much. I think this might be the longest video I ever do. So this is a really horrific house. The only house in the neighborhood, it seems, based on the way the world looks. Absolutely horrendous. The Quarry Building. This one is a community space and it's got 4 different vibes. This is the basic vibe. We've got literally nothing in here. And then we've got the community garden vibe, which, oh, this is a beautiful step up, isn't it? Okay, this one's very good. What about the marketplace? Again, another like kind of almost totally different build where it's supposed to, oh gosh, marketplace is a bit sad. What about the makerspace? Okay, like the architecture on pretty much all of them. I think makerspace, I'm going to give this one mid. I feel like the community garden was good, but all of the other ones are bad. But I kind of like the architecture in a lot of them, so it's just mid. We've got Stone Street Apartments. I feel like this apartment on the left, I won't go in them just because we can see them here. It's an okay layout and I think it's nice for a little starter, so I'm actually going to be giving this one a mid. Also, the one on the right I think is pretty bad. Like, I don't like the layout, so that one's getting horrendous. But I think the actual building itself is kind of ugly, which lets them down. Sprucewood Square. So this is an, oh no, the whole world has disappeared. I hate this game. It's so annoying. Anyway, this is the trash. This is supposed to be trashy. This is absolute, look at all these lights. It's absolute mayhem. What about the community garden? This one is a lot prettier. This is why I say they definitely started doing better. I feel like I like the space. Do you know what I mean? I don't like the outside space because everything's missing, but the actual thing itself is actually good. So I'm going to say this one is actually excellent because I just think it all looks really, really good. Canal Corner. This one is very sad looking. So I've got chicken nugget in my mouth. No TV. Oh gosh, horrendous. Tinker. EA are always forgetting to change the roof type. Always. No, I don't know if I'm keen on the way this looks on the outside, you know. I feel like they could have done better. The inside, gosh, looks horrific. Absolutely no rhyme or reason here. Horrendous. Greenberg household. This one is actually so good. I think this is the only nice lot in the neighborhood. I would say this one is excellent because it just really serves its purpose. Like they live in like a ship container, but it's just got like all this stuff and it's built up nicely, and like you've got the bed up here. It's just perfect. Yeah, this one is excellent. The shipping views. I really like the idea of this one, but it's just getting good because I feel like it could have been implemented a little bit better. The caboose. This one's very cursed. It looks like they forgot the decking properly here. Oh gosh, what a very sad bar to go into. Horrendous. Sterling Rico. Beth Sterling, the bitch. I've never actually seen her house before. Okay, the lot is in a very weird location, though it could just be because all the assets in this world have just like disappeared. It's a very interesting house shape, actually. I genuinely do really like that shape. It's quite cool. And then we go inside. Okay, this one has actually been designed really nicely. I actually think this is a really good lot, and I feel like it's been decorated quite well. This one is actually going to be excellent, just because I really like the way that it looks. And then we have the waterfront community space. So this is the trashy version, and then this is a community garden, and then this is the market space. Okay, this is gosh, these are bad, aren't they? I feel like they tried with the design, like with the roof. I'm gonna give this one bad. And then I forgot before, we've got Pinecrest Apartments in the right hand neighborhood. So I actually think both of these apartments, so you can see, I actually think they have a really good layout, and I think the furniture is done quite nicely in both of them, so I'm actually giving both of these good. So this is my overall tally of Evergreen Harbour. This took a bit longer than I expected, so we're back on a different day, hence a different outfit, hence spots on my face. Mount Komorebi, we start off at the bottom. Hazakura Lounge. This is very pretty outside. I kind of like how the lot's touching this pavement, but it's also kind of touching this pavement. It gives you a few different options if you want to change it up. The insides, I think, are very well decorated. We've even got tables on a slant. The little Zen garden's very interesting. The platform's going up. So I actually think this one looks perfect. So we're giving it an excellent. The Ito household. So I'm not a fan of the way this lot goes against the pavement. It's a little bit weird. Pretty much every single building Snowy Escape is just like full of platforms. The little garden's very interesting. Although, what swatch? No, it's just a concrete swatch on this fountain. I think it would have been better with like a, do you know what I mean? Like some other, like a mosaic-y kind of swatch. So you are losing a point for that. I'm sorry. The actual outside though, the whole build looks stunning. The inside is also very, very stunning. Am I going to be a bitch and give this a good instead of excellent just because of this? Yes, I am. I'm being a bitch. It's getting a good, but it could have been excellent if I wasn't being anal. 243 Wakamabori. So this is giving, I'm not sure what it's giving. I don't think it's very, very brown. I don't really like it's very brown. Like why is it so brown? I don't understand. I feel like it would have been more fun if the lot was touching like the pavement at the back too. I mean, this is a starter home, and for what it's worth, I definitely think it's a nice starter home. It looks kind of luxurious. So I'm gonna be giving this one mid. Like the inside, I think looks perfect, but from the outside it just looks a little bit like Sahara deserty. I'm not sure why it's so brown. 243 Wakamabori, isn't that the, oh no, that's 243, this 242 Wakamabori. So absolutely hate how this lot is not touching any kind of pavement. EA gave up, they couldn't be bothered to finish it. From the outside, I think the roof, I don't know if I'm keen on the roof. I'm also not sure if I feel 100% about the window placement. Maybe that's just me being anal. I can't find the entrance. Okay, this is the entrance. We've got three doors. Oh no, they're windows. Okay, we've got one door into our Zen garden. That's quite cute, actually. I like that. It's all very modern and spacious. I feel like every single building in Snowy Escape looks exactly the same because they all use the same furniture and style. Although it's like that, to be honest, in most real life Japanese houses. This is also like the only Snowy Escape build I see so far who's done the bathroom right. You guys know I lived in Japan. This is how the bathrooms are. You have a sectioned off room with sinks. On one side you have the bath, and on the other side you have the toilet in a different room. This is the only build that I've seen do it right, because most of them just have like a bathroom and a toilet separate. But actually it is quite normal to have a toilet in a Japanese bathroom, but it's traditional to have them on the side with the sinks in the middle. I quite like the kitchen as well. It's very spacious, very open. I think there could have been top cabinets though. I'm going to give this one good. I'm not 100% on the architecture, but I think it looks really pretty inside. 241 Wakamabori. More like 241 Wakamaboring. What the hell is this? They didn't, again, they couldn't be bothered to add, they couldn't be bothered to add the pathway. We've just got dirt, and it's a very small lot. I just feel like it's very inconsequential in a bit of a weird place. I wouldn't know what to do with it. This one's getting horrendous. Akiyama House. Okay, this is more in the city. It's a very pretty house design. Honestly, I think all the builds, to be honest, in this world look quite good. The inside's very pretty. I feel like we could have had a nicer TV though. I like this one because it feels a little bit different. I like the use of the floor swatches on here, like the platforms. Every single one build in this world goes so hard on the platforms. Yeah, I think it looks pretty, and I like that they actually tried to do something new with the design, so I am going to give this excellent. 641 Hanamigawa. So this is, I believe, a starter home, 19k. So this is an interesting one. I'm not too sure if I like the platform here. I like from the outside it looks very open. I don't like this platform here. It doesn't really feel like it suits it. I feel like it needs to be a bit longer maybe, otherwise just don't have it in there. I don't know if I like this kitchen space. I think it, like, maybe if we had, I don't know, a counter or something, or a dining table in here. I think it needed a small dining table. See, we got a single bed downstairs. So this is a 2-bedroom starter home. So for 19k, that's not bad. I think the toilet could have been a bit more Japanesey. I think the architectural itself, the architecture is nice, and I love the lot that this is on, but I don't personally think I like the layout of it and the use of furniture. I'm gonna be giving this one good, just because I think the lot itself is perfect and the architecture is great for a starter. Hanamigawa Koen. So this is a very small park here. We've got a little pavlova here, like that. We've got the roof thingy here with the chandelier. That's very interesting. It's just got a bench in it. The pond was done very nicely. I just feel like, what's the point in this park? What's the point in bringing your Sims here? I don't get it. It's getting mid. Akiyama House. So I like the lot that this is on, and it's got quite a big garden actually. Got some chains for a bit of bondage if that's your thing. I did not even know this object existed in the game. Next is the Izakaya Ipai. So this is supposed to be like a Japanese pub. I'm not sure how I feel about the outside with it on this platform, and we've just got like the emptiness around it. It's very grey, this whole area, and like, guys, I'm so sure my game is glitching. It shouldn't look this weird and empty. Okay, so from the front, the building itself looks very nice. Looks like something in Kyoto. The actual inside bar, oh, I like these tables. I didn't even know we had that swatch. It actually genuinely looks quite similar to like a real Japanese, like, small dingy restaurant. It's got the games back here that you can play. Upstairs we've got like another private, okay, this is actually quite a cool idea. I think they set the vibe up really well. This one is getting good. Nishidake House. So I think I quite like the lot that this is on, and I like the architecture architecture of the house. They did a very good job, especially with the roofing. Again, I'm not keen on like just a lower random platform just like on this section here. I don't know if I feel like it either could have been bigger or maybe just not needed to exist. It's like very platform heaven. Every single build in this world is just, honestly, I'd be tripping over constantly. Genuinely constantly, I'd be tripping over. I'm going to give this one good. It would have got excellent if we had less platforms. 511 Kiyomatsu. Oh, genuinely, the snow makes me want to cry because I just love the snow so much. It's so gay, I don't care. It looks so, oh my god, I just love it for the snow. It looks really pretty from the outside. I like that we've got this pavlova with the little fire pit. That's really cute. So this is a vacation rental, it seems. So, oh gosh, there's not enough. Okay, I don't like the 2 chairs here, but there's not like a sofa looking on. I'm also not sure really what this thing is here. I don't know what you would want to do with this. This one, I'll be honest, it feels a little bit half complete. I think the outside is really beautiful. I just think the inside is a bit incomplete. There's not like anything fun to do here. I'm going to give this one a mid. 512. These don't have very memorable names in this world, do they? I don't know what this is, like a little cozy log cabin room. On the inside, this feels like a platform done well, actually, in a proper Japanese style. Then we've got another, gosh, another platform up, another platform down. This is a very, very cute dining space. And then we've got, oh, another dining space here. A very nice kitchen as a vacation rental. Another dining space. I'm not sure if I like the idea of the TV here. You'd have to stretch your head a little bit. I'm going to give this one good. Suitor Fanny. Oh my god, there's the word Fanny is in The Sims. The word Fanny is in The Sims. Suitor Fanny Onsen Bathhouse. Did you know Fanny has a very different meaning in British English to American English? So this is an onsen bathhouse. So I like it from the outside. Very, very pretty. This is, okay, this is just the bathrooms and a seat if you want to chill in the bathroom. We've got a very open locker room here. You have to get naked in front of everybody with these doors. I don't know why there's a fireplace in here, to be honest. And then we've got the big hot spring. I'm a bit underwhelmed, not by the build, by the fact that we've just got like one outside, because it's very different to a real Japanese one. We've got a kotatsu table here, which is a bit weird for the build and like a weird inside zen garden. I'm gonna give this one a mid. Kiyomatsu Point. This is apparently a residential lot, but it's just a lot full of trees. It's just like a random big lot in a snowy bit. I don't know if I like it, so this one is gonna get horrendous. So this is my overall score of The Sims 4 Mount Komorebi. Henford upon Shagley next. Let's go to the Gnome's Arms. The outside is very, very pretty. No, there's something wrong with my game. No, why is all that like the trees? Why is this empty? I don't get it. Very, very cute little pub we've got going on here. Oh, the inside. It looks really cozy. I love it. The whole thing is perfect. I'm going to call this one excellent. 5 Cobblebottom Street. It's a very weird name, Cobblebottom. The roof is very dramatic. I don't think I like the shingles. Like, it looks like American shingles. You could have had a different roof. This build genuinely, though, is quite nice. I've stayed in this build like so much. Like, I've used this build so many times, and I think it's a lovely layout. I like that we've got the little area for the chicken coop, and you can easily expand it in order to make room for cows. So I think this is the perfect start a lot, but I don't like the roof, so I'm being anal and giving it a good. Scott House. So this is a very, very pretty build from the outside. It looks quite British, actually. I don't know how I feel about the chicken coop there. Oh, I love the dining table in there. Okay, this is an interesting kitchen. And then we've got like a little office space here, which is quite cute. And the upstairs is very adorable. I'm going to give this one excellent. 1 cobble bottom. Not that I know what it's like to have a cobble bottom as a person who only tops. So this looks like very cozy. Looks like an Animal Crossing kind of star house in a weird way. The garden's very overgrown, although they didn't really put like brown underneath the plants, which I think makes it look a little bit unnatural. I feel like we needed some brown. Oh, there's an attic space. The house is, oh gosh, it's very small. Like, the rooms are very tiny. I don't know, like, it seems like a little bit of a maze, if you know what I mean. But I like the way it's been furnished. I'm gonna give this one mid. 2 Old Mill Lane. So I bloody despise this lot. It's just so random. You got this like random empty field behind it with absolutely nothing in it. It's so unimaginative, horrendous. 3 Oatmeal Lane. Well, this is a very, very big house. Again, the lot is horrible. I hate it, just in the middle of nowhere. Although this is like a perfect house to have a little barn. I think this pen for the cows is a bit too small. It's a very pretty house though. Very expensive, very like luxury British countryside. I'm not too keen on the way the living room is, like the way the TV is, but you've got the weird chair behind the TV and there's no coffee table, okay? But I like the actual build itself, although I don't like, again, I really don't like the roof. I'm so sorry, this one's getting bad. New start. Well, she's got 25 simoleons in the bank, so it's not that much of a new start, is it? It's very much giving Nepo baby. We've got a broken down pond and we've got like a chicken coop, and it's like kind of okay. So I think this is supposed to be like a do me up house. It's kind of overgrown with plants. I'm not too keen on the roof here. This roof could have been done better. The actual roof beams look quite pretty. I don't know how I feel about this room with like the glass door. It all like we've got like a modern, oh I don't know, like a modern bathroom. This is all just very strange, to be honest. The upstairs is quite a cool idea with the seats, a bathroom. Like I like there's a balcony. It looks really pretty. Is this supposed to be like, I'm gonna look at the description of the lot because I feel like this is supposed to be like a do up thing. So it's just saying that she moved from a big city and wants a cute smaller start, but it doesn't say anything about doing it up. I'm sorry, I'm giving that one horrendous. I'm sorry. Watson family. So this is an absolutely humongous lot, though I hate like where the lot is. Could be better. So this has got like a huge garden with gardening. You definitely want to add some more plant patches here because there's not enough. Going on the inside of the house, everything seems to be placed quite well. I quite like the layout of this one. I feel like we just could have had a few more fun objects because there's nothing that fun to do. I'm giving it good. 13 Nettle Lane. I feel like we've got like a blue-green filter on. This is very, is there like a filter on in this area? It just looks very weird. Kind of reminds me of the Human Centipede house in a weird way, this little bit. The actual inside, it's very like tealy. Again, why are they so British people? We're not living in the Victorian times. We have TVs. I'm not a fan of like the bathroom like right on the inside. It's just not for me. This seating area didn't need to exist and the bathroom could have gone there. I'm not too keen on like the totally random chairs. I don't get the vision. I'm gonna be giving this one a mid. Moody and Macmillan. So this is very cute. It's giving Snow White a little bit. The inside, this is very nicely, oh gosh, no TV. I'm sick of it. British people have fucking TVs. I like that we've got a little garden and chicken coop. I actually think this one is excellent. Perfect little lot. Cordelia's Secret Cottage. So this is a starter with a cow shed and a chicken coop and plants. So this is everything you need. It's very, gosh, it's very pink. I'm not a big fan, to be honest, of the swatches, how it's working out here. Okay, the bathroom's a bit big too. In general, I actually think this is probably like the perfect starter. Apart from the color swatches, I think it's a perfect starter, and the actual roof is really pretty actually, with like the bunny rabbits on it and things. I didn't even know that was a thing. Do you know what? I'm actually going to forgive the red because I genuinely think it's just a perfect starter. I'm going to give it excellent. Isle of Volpe Park. Bit of a dramatic name. Wow, this is a park. Some fucking trees and a bench and a barbecue. Horrendous. So this is my over a score of Henford on Bagley. Tartosa is going to be an interesting one. We're going straight to Piccola Loose. I don't even need to look at this property because I just know it's getting absolutely excellent. I definitely think the build itself could have been bigger. Like the lot, I mean, the lot should have been much bigger. It's also not entirely central, which is infuriating. But in general, I think this is just a really perfect lot. I just love it. Villa Vigna. Villa Vinegar is on a beautiful lot, although I wish it extended right to the edge. It's a little bit giving like American people's interpretation of a Mediterranean house, being honest, but I actually think that like the lot itself, it looks really pretty. I just feel like it's giving like Sims 4 base game, Oasis Springs, fake Mediterranean house. Okay, I'm gonna give it a good. Baia dell'Amore. So this is allegedly a beach, but not actually a beach because it doesn't touch the water. It's just so much wasted potential. You're getting horrendous. Celebrazioni di Amore. This is where you come for your celebrazioni. is, again, the cursed base game sign that's on every community lot. I'm not too sure if I'm keen on the outside. I feel like it's a little bit under-decorated. It hasn't got dirt underneath where like the trees and grass are. Actually going down in here, oh gosh, it's just very oversized and empty. I think it's just too big for its boots. It's just barely anything. I'm sorry, it's horrendous. Laurent House. So this is like a big mansion. It's very interesting. I hate how the entrance is not touching this. You know, it's kind of giving like a I don't know, like a Caribbean governor's manor vibe. I quite like the idea of it. The inside decoration again is very much giving base game. They couldn't really work with much in this world because we obviously didn't get many objects. I just feel like this pack was such a miss with build mode, and as a result there's only so much they can do with the actual like builds in the inside. Though the inside is very interesting, very creative. I'm gonna give it good because it's so creative, but I just feel like there wasn't enough there in terms of aesthetic. Markovic. The actual build though looks really pretty. I like that we've got the diagonal walls. A lot of EA builds don't do that. We've got a dance floor. Is this a wedding venue? But then it's a residential lot, so I don't really understand why we've got a wedding venue on a residential lot. I think the architecture is very pretty. I'm sorry, I don't really like it. It's mid. Lacopia Serena. Not keen on the way it's not touching like the sidewalk. The inside, okay, we've got no coffee table in the middle here. It looks very bare and empty for a wedding venue. I'd certainly be disappointed to have a wedding in here. Again, I feel like this is let down because there's just like not enough stuff in here. I feel like it could have done with more stuff, and more stuff that actually represented the theme, as in like there's not enough build mode stuff itself to go in here. It's getting bad. Via Romanza. So at least it's touching the pavement. I just feel like this was put in here for the sake of it. Maybe there was supposed to be more around the edge but not showing because my game's glitching. It's just a very random sad lot and I wouldn't know what to do with it. Horrendous. Rifugio di Pirati. So absolutely diabolical the way that this isn't touching the pavement in any meaningful way. It's just plopped randomly in the middle. I think the shell is a little bit basic. The roof is like a different color to the main build, or I don't know. It's a very, oh sorry, horrendous. So this is my overall score of Tartosa. Moonwood Mill next, going into Volkov. So this is very secluded and dingy. We got a little outhouse here, which is kind of like an outdoor sleeping space and a shed. I'm assuming the couple who live here hate each other. Very interesting interior, but it is a really great lot. I feel like you could do a lot with it. I think it's getting a good. New Moon Shack. This is the starter lot here. I know starter lots are supposed to be basic, but I feel like something could have been done to make it look a bit more interesting architecturally. The inside, I think, suits its purpose well as the starter lot. I just feel like it's missing something on the inside. I'm giving it mid. The Moonwood Mill Library. It's a very literal name. Usually Sims 4 builds have very weird names. So I just actually genuinely love how this just looks like broken down, like it's just a piece of shit. I feel like it really suits its purpose. I like that we've got like the yellow beams up here. It's very, very creative indeed. Don't know why we've got showers in the library. There's all these empty rooms. I almost wish like EA would put more secrets in their builds. I just feel like it could have had more like lore behind it other than just the text boxes when you read a book. It's getting good. Grimtooth Bar and Bunker. So this is like the werewolf hangout lot. So it's just like a little bar area here, which I guess looks okay. A lot of unused space back here, but there is also an underground bunker. I do really like the use of terrain paint. Is this the only like EA lot that actually bothers to use terrain paint? I think it's a very clever idea as like a werewolf's hangout spot. We could have had a coffee table maybe, but in general, I think the build itself is just a really good idea. So I'm going to give this one excellent. Prowler's Patch. This is a very random lot with, I feel like what they should have done is added a new household, because in this world, there's just like there's no Sims. So there's too many NPCs, but nowhere where they live. It doesn't make any sense. I'm going to give this slot heap Prowler's Patch a horrendous. So this is my overall score of Moonwood Mill. Copperdale. We start off with the auditorium. So this is one of those weird lots where you've actually got different versions of it depending on what it's being used for. I mean, here everything looks very scattered around. Like, it just feel like things in here are just placed very randomly. It's just so sad, horrendous. Do we even bother looking in the high school itself in this pack. You guys know what my score is going to be of this already. Like, it's so big. There's nothing. This is honestly one of the most horrific EA builds. It's obviously a horrendous Harjo house. It's very traditionally looking a lot. I quite like it, actually. I think the living room's very cute and sweet. I like what they did with these walls, though. The half walls on the stairs. I would never think to do anything like that. It's quite clever. I might use that in the future. Upstairs looks okay. Like, it looks, I think it looks well cluttered for a base game build. And we've actually got this downstairs with like a teen room in the basement, which again, I think looks really cool. They've got like their own ladder to secretly escape and things, which is interesting. Overall, I would say this one is excellent. Town Square Terrace. So this one, it says, okay, 20,790, which is over the starter budget. And it obviously won't let me move a sim in there because it's over the starter budget. But when we actually go into the build, this is really strange. It says 19,290. So I don't quite understand what's going on there. This is clearly a starter home. Okay, like it's very clearly like for a single sim because it's got a bed in there, but you can't actually use it as a single. It just kind of defeats the point. This one is very empty. I feel like the lot's so sad. I really dislike it. Horrendous. Thrifty. So the outside itself looks very, very sad. Like I said before about Magnolia Promenade, EA don't care about their bottoms. They're bottom phobic. The actual upstairs staff room, it's sad, maybe a little bit too sad. The actual shop itself on the inside, I think it looks okay. We've got the fake dressing room because EA couldn't be bothered to give us proper ones in The Sims 4. The inside looks okay. No, I'm sorry, it's getting bad. Lakeview Library. Very classical looking library. Usually Sims 4 libraries look very sad, and I couldn't agree more with this one. It's just they can't do libraries right ever. It's getting bad. Prescott House. Did you know that High School Years was where curved walls came out? None of the builds in the world have curved walls because they're so glitchy. The people who built them obviously couldn't deal with it, which I find very funny. So it's a very interesting design on the outside. Oh, look, we have an attic space with a little sofa in it and a guitar. I like that we've used a platform here and a fence around the like sofas. I think it's very cute design. I feel like it could have been a lot less beige and a little bit more decoration, but I actually like the build itself. I think it's getting a good. Hillside Haven. So this looks very cute from the outside. Love the design. So we got an interesting like step down into this little dining area here. There's no TV. This is a vacation rental. Vacation rentals never seem to have like fun objects in them, so you can't raise your Sims fun need. As a vacation rental, it looks very pretty. Like you could use this. Oh, there's a basement. Oh, there we go. We've got a home cinema. My mistakes. I think it's perfect for what it is. Although I do like hate the build that it's on, like the lot, I mean, that it's on. I'm gonna give this good. Little Falls Nook. What is the point? Horrendous. Lasuli Point. Hate the lot that it's on. It's just so random in the middle of nowhere. There's not enough space. The whole point of this pack is like a teen, like, you know, do you know what I mean? Like you'd have the parents in here and the teen in here. I feel like it defeats the whole point because the teen room is quite small, so you can't put many teen objects in here. I feel like they put more effort in the parents' bedroom than the teen room, which doesn't make sense because this pack's about teens. But I think it's in general the perfect little starter lot, so I'm going to be giving this one a good. Totter Park, though, you can do plenty of tottering around, but not much else. It's getting horrendous. Price House. This is a very magnificent looking lot indeed. It's quite big and beautiful. On the inside, I feel like this one's actually furnished and decorated really well. What's this? Oh, this is like an outhouse with another teen bedroom. It's like a converted shed. I like it. I feel like this one's done quite creatively. I'm actually giving this one excellent. So this is my overall score of Copperdale. San Sequinoa. We go straight into Luna Sullivan, not Civilian. I've been reading too many. It's a very big build. I think it's cluttered very nicely for an EA build. This is decorated so nicely. This is excellent. Sequinoa Cottage. So this is expensive. It's 21k, but it's a 4-bed family home, allegedly. We've got an infant room, like maybe a parent's bedroom, another kid's room, another kid's room. This is very like kid heavy. I think it suits the purpose of growing together, of like having kids. I feel like it's a little bit sad, like just because it's base game, for example, there's nothing stopping you from adding like a splash of color. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it suits its purpose, but it could have been a little bit prettier. It's getting mid. 23 Eucalyptus Lane. That sounds quite sexy. I live on Eucalyptus Lane. So it's touching the pavement. I actually think it's a pretty perfect looking lot. I'm going to give this one excellent. Michelson. So this is very extravagant on the outside. I feel like the fence could have been completed all the way around. I don't know if I like this being brutal. I don't know if they ran out of like assets that they could use because it's an EA build. I don't know, but it just could have been, it feels incomplete. The inside, to be honest, I really hate that table there. Like, just plop it there. If this was all moved, seeing this lot's quite big, it could have been moved and we could have had a TV up there, to be honest. Very, very beige. I'm not too keen on the sideways rug. I just don't see why. I don't know. I'm going to be giving this one a mid. I've just remembered that a lot of these EA builds are actually built by EA creators. Like, all my colleagues are going to fucking hate me. I bet they fucking hate me for trashing their builds. I know you're watching. Please don't take it personally. It's not personal, because I know you have to work within EA restrictions. I get it. It's not personal. 18 Celebration Way. This lot is so random, but I love it. It's in such a random location. I almost wish they spread it all the way across to this grassy bit too. I just love this random little space. I feel like there's a lot you could do with it. So I'm going to give this one excellent. Parkside Place. This is a 2-bedroom starter. It looks all right from the outside. The garden's a little bit sad. In terms of internal decorating, I don't know how I feel about it. It feels incomplete. I don't know if I like it. I'm sorry. It's getting horrendous. I'm sorry. Celebration Center. So this lot's very big and there's not really anything going on like in the garden area. I feel like there could have just been more happening in here. Like, it's just very empty. There's no landscaping. Again, I have a suspicious feeling that this is one of those you can't place much because of EA's build restrictions kinds of things. I don't know. Even on the inside, it's so big and empty. There's just not really anything in here. It's just not really giving me anything. I'm sorry. It's horrendous. I'm sorry. I feel on edge now because I just remember these are all built by EA creators. I'm so on edge. But you know what? I'm still being a brutally honest person. Anchor Point Abode. I did say that it is EA's restrictions, I'm sure, because, you know, most people who do these, they do know how to build. They just have to deal with the restrictions and it does hold them back. Although this vacation rental, okay, it's very pretty from the outside itself. At least this vacation rental has a TV. I don't like how these sofa chairs are wonky. They could have been better. That could have been checked. I really hate the idea of a vacation rental in the growing together world. Like, who on earth is going on holiday in Santa Quinoa? Who's going on holiday here? No one. So I'm gonna vote it good, but I'm not voting it excellent, even though it looks excellent. It just doesn't need to exist. Anchor Point Library. So the build itself is very big and extravagant. There's not a window here. There's no reason why there couldn't have been a window here, to be honest. Same on this side. There's a window missing and I don't really get why. This is a very well done kids play area. I actually really like the way that this looks. I genuinely think this looks really great as a modern library. There also could have been maybe a couple benches outside, you know, and also there needs to be dirt underneath the terrain where the plants are. I'm gonna give this one good. Manzanita Terrace. This is a perfect little lot and it's right touching even the edge here, which is just amazing. I think this lot's great for like a restaurant, for example. I'm giving it excellent. Robbles. I think the lot itself is very modern and pretty. I love the way that it looks, actually. I think this is very well decorated, actually. I'm going to be giving this one good. So this is my overall score of Santa Quinoa. Chestnut Ridge. We're going to Big Sky Reach. The actual build itself is beautiful. It's getting good. Palomino Junction. This is a starter lot, which is obviously great for having horses. Love that we've got a big pond. This is a very good starter lot, actually. This is excellent. Gooseman. I feel like this build could have been a bit bigger, to be honest, because there's not much going on. The lot itself is designed really nicely. I'm going to be giving it good. The oak barrel kind of looks like a barrel. It's very modern in a weird way. Oh, I like it from the top view. I actually think this is amazing. This is getting excellent. Sienna and Flapjack House. So I don't like the way the lot isn't fully touching the pavement. I don't know. It's very modern. Oh gosh, it's very well cluttered. I think we're going to be doing a lot of excellence here. Yeah, this one is excellent. The Cozy Corner House. I think the lot's too small. Like, it's decorated fine. fine for a starter on the inside. I just don't like where the lot is. I don't like how small it is, really. I don't think it's that usable. It's getting horrendous. Duke's Hall. This is technically a park, but it's supposed to be like a horse training ground. It's got like a little cute living space, kind of. I feel like the lot itself is very good. I just don't really know if this needs to exist. I think the build itself looks nice, but I don't really think there's that much to do, and I think it's more of an issue with this pack really not coming with anything, meaning that there was nothing really to put in here for the Sims to do with horses other than the same old stuff you can do on pretty much every other lot in here. So I'm gonna give it bad. I think the lot's nice. Where the lot is isn't great, and there's not really anything to do for gameplay. The Rusty Horseshoe. So this is a really cute little like converted barn. I actually think this lot really suits its purpose very well, and I think it's just a very cute design. I'm gonna give this one excellent. Red Roan Field. I already know what my score is for this one. It is perfect, like create your own ranch, start a lot. I love it. Excellent. Cantor Cottage. So this is like a starter, but it's slightly more expensive, but I think you could afford it if you had a 3-sim household. I think it's quite good in that respect, actually. I'm gonna be giving this one good. Grapevine Terrace. Is there like a song that's like, I heard it on the grapevine, or did I make that up? The inside, we've got these fences, and oh, this is very nicely cluttered. Smaller spaces always work best in Sims 4 builds. I'm going to be giving this one excellent. The Nectar Making Duo. That's a very literal household name. Somebody wasn't feeling very creative that day. It's a very red barn. We don't have anything like, I think it's the first one that kind of looks like this. The inside, honestly, most of the builds in this world are really well decorated. I don't really have any faults in terms of the way that it looks, so I'm giving it excellent. The Grove family. It's a very interesting build. Here we've got the stables, and it's kind of like built into this, like, this house is so big and modern. I love the way that this looks with the beams. It's so clever. I don't really like the use of the subtle saucer lights. They could have used like more cozy lighting. In general though, I think this is really pretty. I think it's one of the most perfect EA lots for the architecture, so I am going to give it excellent. So this is my overall score of Chestnut Ridge. Tomarang next. We're going to Tamnang Sands. It's pretty small. Seeming that this world is about having residential rentals, there's not really enough space for a residential rental here. I'm going to do horrendous. Bunmar House. Weirdly, there's like no residential rentals in this world that's all about having residential rentals. Again, they could have like maybe turned this into like, if the lot was just wider and they could have had 2 households living separately. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to give this one good because I genuinely like the way that it looks in general, but it could have just been like added, like done something with it, like a residential rental, made it bigger. I just feel like it could have been a bit better. So it's just that. Easter Riverfront. This is even smaller. Like, what are you doing with it? Horrendous. The Screaming Gecko. The bar looks very old-fashioned. It's pretty. I don't know if it suits the vibe. There's no terrain paint under the bushes. The outside doesn't look amazing. Okay, interior decoration. It's very pretty with all the lanterns in here. I don't know why there's a hot tub in this lounge. I just feel like nothing in here makes much sense, but it looks okay. I'm giving it a bad. Sungai Point. So the building itself looks very pretty from the outside. Genuinely like the way that this looks. I'm gonna be giving this one mid. I think the building itself is beautiful. This specific room and like this specific room are decorated lovely in this room, but there's just, it's a little bit all or nothing. That's why it's getting mid. Sozul Taman Batani. So what am I doing in this national park lot? What are we doing? There's nothing here. It's very depressing and boring. EA couldn't even be bothered in to have your Sim slightly crouch and smell the flowers. Like there could have been something more here. Horrendous. Chiwit Chiwa Kanto. That's a very fun name. It's a very long name, probably the longest Sims 4 build name. The window placement, the way of, oh gosh, this is very much giving like Willow Creek starter home vibes. Horrendous. Rokaya Rockside. I like the location, and normally I'm happy with some empty lots in the game, but I feel like they could have put something here considering there's no lots in this world. Anyway, I'm just rating the lot itself, I guess. I think the lot itself is perfect size, perfect location, so I'm gonna give it excellent. So this is my overall score of Tomarang. Next we have Ciudad Enamorada. Oh, Ciudad. I could make a fatherhood abandonment issues joke there, but I won't. Mansion de la Passion. So I think this is a very interesting shape. I don't like the fences on the lot itself because they're not, I think they're debug fences and you can't really place it all the way around. It's very, very colourful. This one is a residential. I feel like it's very undercluttered. This is another one of those cases of like, I'm not bashing the EA creator who made it. It's more so just this pack really didn't really come with like any furniture that you could use in the house, despite being an expansion pack. So they were very limited in literally terms of what they could do. I'm going to be giving this one a mid because the building itself is beautiful, but the inside just isn't great. Caminito del Desio. I feel like this lot's like maybe a little bit too big for this world, you know. I don't know what I would even do with it. At least it's touching the pavement. I'm going to give it mid. Casita del Amor. I'm not too sure if I'm keen on like the little fenced off garden, but then we've got like an outside, I don't know, like thing here. Maybe this part of the lot should just been cut off and it could have been made smaller. Again, the annoying fence here, absolutely vile. This one is 18k and I don't know why it's so expensive because there's like literally nothing in here. I feel like maybe if the lot was smaller, they would have had more to work with and been able to make it prettier. I'm gonna give it bad. Laguna del Abrazo. So this is a lounge with a sunroof, which is interesting. I think it's okay actually, you know, for an EA build. Seeing that they've got to work with the restrictions, I actually think it looks okay. I'm gonna give it a good. Lopez. Very interesting build. The inside, I will say it's very underdecorated. Again, like I'm not bashing the crate because I genuinely think the build looks nice. Like the layout's perfect. I just feel like because this pack came with nothing, no build stuff, and the base game is tragic, they're so limited in terms of what they could do. I think the people who did this world, like I feel bad for them because they must have had such a hard time. It's getting bad. Cala de El Sueño. So I don't really understand. Is this supposed to inspire us to build something here? I don't quite get it. It's not even touching the pavement. It's just randomly plopped. It's absolutely vile. You're getting horrendous. Media naranja. This is the most difficult Spanish word to say. Naranja. Naranja. So it's a very interesting pullover that we've got here. We've got the little bits around the outside with the heart-shaped things. I think it's a cool idea. It's just very strange. I don't really understand what's going on in here. Is it a bar? Is it a park? I feel like it doesn't have a purpose. I'm gonna give it mid. Dynamic daters. So this lot, again, it isn't touching the pavement. Oh, I just don't like it. Inside, I feel like it's very underdecorated. Also, guys, did you know there's actually like a glitch with Love Struck where this canopy technically doesn't exist and you genuinely can't access it in the game, and it just doesn't make any sense why you can't access it. EA haven't bothered to patch it yet. I really hate how you have to walk through a bathroom in order to get to this bedroom. It doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry, I really don't like it. It's horrendous. I'm so sorry. Villa Calida. So it's very pretty from the outside. There's like a random like sunroof here, but it doesn't actually look down into the building, which absolutely, like, it just makes no sense. Like, what is that doing there? It's got a bedroom up here, which is really cute. A very romantic space. I love the way it's designed. It's very, very pretty. So I'm going to give this one a good because it's pretty, but I don't like this unpurposeful sunroof and I don't like where the lot is. Mirador del Amor. Everything's called like something amor in this world. It's so unimaginative. All the textbook Spanish class words thrown into one. So this is it from the outside, the main entrance. I love the way it genuinely looks like a bondage room. I love it. It looks like there's a mistake with the floor where they actually didn't add the flooring to the curved walls. I can't even, that something's broken with my game because I can't clone objects to show you, but basically the flooring, okay, like the flooring should have been placed here, but it wasn't. So that's a mistake. There also should be a covering of this window here, mistake. So there are a couple mistakes, but in general, I think it's a really, really pretty build and it has a lot of potential. So I'm going to give it good. Nadir House. This is a penthouse lot. I'll be honest, I don't like how it doesn't match with the design of like the building underneath it. I feel like it could have been a little bit better decorated. Seeing this isn't a starter home or anything, like they could have done a bit more decoration, but I just love the way it looks like down here, the kitchen. I feel like there just could have like something else to make it special because it's not bougie enough for me personally. It's getting mid. Torres Amanecer. I don't know how we're saying it. So this one is not a starter lot, meaning that I expect it to be pretty good and pretty detailed, although this is kind of sad. It looks like a starter lot without much being in here. I feel like there could have been, there's just a lot of wasted potential. It's very unfinished. I'm giving it horrendous. Sudor Gym. So I love the way that this roof was done. It looks very clever. Like, how did they do that though? Was this supposed to come out? I think it was. That's a mistake. I like the actual lot itself that it's on, how it's like raised. It's very creative. It looks, I think I like the color schemes in it. It's very well designed, but it's very ugly in terms of there's no decoration. And again, this is definitely not the creator's fault. This is an EA problem. So I'm gonna be giving this one mid because the build itself is amazing, but there's no decoration, no new like nice new gym objects to use. I just don't like it. So this is my overall score of Ciudad Enamorada. We've done every single world. Oh my gosh. 100% the longest video I've ever made. I'm going to put a tally on screen of the total number of excellence, goods, bads, mids, horrendous, whatever, to see how many are good or bad. You guys let me know if you disagree or agree with what I've done today. If you are interested in my save file that I've been doing, I've totally changed up every single lot, so make sure you check that one out. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.